What if the most powerful force in your life was something no one could ever see? A force so potent it could turn a simple act into a mountain of reward or render a grand gesture utterly worthless. It's not a secret ritual, not a hidden treasure. It's a silent whisper of the heart, a flicker in the soul. This is the story of intention, the invisible compass that directs the fate of every deed in Islam. In the vast landscape of Islamic teachings, one principle stands as the bedrock of all actions. It's a concept so fundamental, yet so often overlooked. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, delivered a message that would echo through centuries. Verily, actions are but by intentions, and every man shall have but that which he intended. This isn't just a philosophical statement, it's a divine law that governs the spiritual world. It means that two people can perform the exact same action, yet one could be scaling the heights of paradise while the other gains nothing. How can this be? The answer lies in the unseen world of the heart, in the purity and direction of our niyyah, our intention. Let's journey back to the sun-scorched deserts of Arabia, to the very beginning of the Islamic message. The early Muslims faced unimaginable persecution in Makkah. Their faith was a crime, their prayers a rebellion. The time came for a great migration, the Hijrah, a journey that would change the course of history. Hundreds of believers left behind their homes, their wealth, their families, everything they had ever known, for the sake of Allah, seeking refuge in the city of Medina. They packed only their faith, their hearts set on preserving their religion and establishing a new community where they could worship freely. Their intention was pure, for God alone. Their journey was grueling, fraught with danger. Yet every step was recorded as an act of worship. But amidst this caravan of faith, there was a man whose story would become a timeless lesson. He too undertook the arduous journey from Makkah to Medina. He too faced the same dangers, endured the same hardships. To an outsider, he was just another migrant, another muhajir. But his heart held a different secret. His migration wasn't for Allah, nor for his messenger. He was migrating to marry a woman he desired, a woman known as Qais. His journey was for a worldly gain, for a personal desire. The Prophet, peace be upon him, later commented on this, saying, "So whoever's migration was for Allah and his messenger, then his migration was for Allah and his messenger. And whoever's migration was for a worldly benefit or for a woman to marry, then his migration was for that which he migrated." The action was identical, leaving Makkah for Medina. The physical struggle was the same, but the spiritual outcome was worlds apart. One group was rewarded with the pleasure of Allah and a place in history as the pioneers of Islam. The other man, he simply got what he wanted, the woman he sought to marry. His reward ended there. No divine recognition, no spiritual elevation. This single powerful incident lays bare the core principle. The true value of our actions is not in their outward appearance, but in the silent, invisible intention that drives them. It's the why behind the what. This principle extends to every facet of our lives. Imagine a person donating a large sum of money. On the surface, it's a noble act of charity. But what if the intention was to be praised by others, to be seen as generous, to build a reputation? In that case, the reward might be received in this world, the praise and recognition they sought, but in the sight of Allah, the act may be empty. Now contrast this with a poor person who gives away their last few dates, not for any recognition, but purely to seek the pleasure of Allah. That small, unseen act, driven by a sincere heart, could outweigh mountains of charity given for show. The climax of this spiritual drama unfolds not in a single event, but in a moment we will all face, the Day of Judgment. The first people to be judged, as narrated in a sobering hadith, will not be the tyrants or the disbelievers, but three individuals whose deeds appeared magnificent. A warrior who fought bravely, a scholar who taught knowledge, and a wealthy man who gave generously. Each will be brought before Allah and reminded of the blessings they were given. The warrior will be asked what he did with his strength. He will say, "I fought for your sake until I was martyred." But he will be told, "You have lied. You fought so that it would be said, 'He is brave,' and it was said." He will be cast into the fire. The scholar will be asked what he did with his knowledge. He will say, "I learned it and taught it for your sake." But he will be told, You have lied. You learned, so it would be said, he is a scholar, and it was said. And he too will be cast into the fire. The wealthy man will be asked what he did with his riches. He will say, I left no path in which you like money to be spent without spending in it for your sake. But he will be told, you have lied. You gave, so it would be said. He is generous, and it was said. And he too will be cast away. This is the ultimate unveiling, the moment where all hidden intentions are brought into the light. It's the most powerful and perhaps most terrifying manifestation of this principle. The deeds were grand, but the intentions were corrupted, aimed at the creation instead of the creator. Their reward was the praise of people, a fleeting echo in this world, and they received it in full. But in the court of the King of Kings, their spiritual accounts were bankrupt. So what is the lesson for us, living centuries later in a world of social media, constant validation, and public personas? The lesson is a profound and urgent call to look inward. Before we speak, before we act, before we even type a comment online, we must pause and ask ourselves, why am I doing this? Is it for likes, for reputation, for the approval of others? Or is it truly, sincerely, for the sake of Allah alone? This constant self-auditing of our intentions is the greatest struggle, the truest jihad. It is the invisible work of purifying the heart, a task far more challenging than any outward action. By aligning our intentions with the pleasure of our Creator, we unlock the potential for every mundane act, our work, our family life, even our sleep, to become an act of worship, weighing heavily on our scales on the day when nothing else will matter. The power of intention is the secret to transforming an ordinary life into an extraordinary journey toward God. Thank you for watching. If this message resonated with you, consider sharing it with someone who might benefit. Don't forget to subscribe for more content that explores the depths of faith.